Hey guys, I'm still working on the final boss of Dark Visions number 18 on the JP server. Once I get a win, I'll show the gear and all that. This is Chaotic Darkness from series boss battles. He's been buffed up significantly for this. And I'm trying to do a good score, so let's see how we're going to do. We're going to go for like a longer clear. Let's Dark Resist and Water Resist with these two from Espers. We will Rallying Cry with Steiner, and we will triple LB Fill with Zidane. We're going to bounce a Ice Resist off of ourself with Reflect and put up Ice Resist, and then we're going to triple LB Fill with Hawkeye, who's using an ice weapon, so we deal no damage to the boss. Alright. There we go. Alright, let's see here. Turn 2. Turn 2, we need to shift Hawkeye and start stacking him up. We're not going to bother with Imbue because it's fine. I'm not really worried about it. I've done this enough to know that I don't have to care. So we're going to LB Fill 3 times with you. LB Fill, LB Fill. We need to get Hawkeye good to go again for next turn. Rain. Is anyone poisoned? No one is poisoned, so we're fine there. Alright, so Rain will Nethicite. Because we're not using any water resist in Hawkeye's shift form, so if he does water, we need it to be Nethicited, and he did do water, but we absorbed it, so we're fine. Alright. Let's go ahead and fill Hawkeye back up again, use him again. No one is poisoned, so we're good here. We can just have Phil again. And then we're going to Nethicite again. Okay. Another water attack, but we Nethicited, it's fine. Everyone else is wearing resist, but Hawkeye is not. In that form. He's wearing all DPS gear. But we're going back to the base form now. Alright, so the boss imperiled our ailments, so we need to buff Paralyze immunity. No one is poisoned yet, so we're good there. We're not going to shift Zidane quite yet, so we're gonna hang out. We are going to use Vivi's Limit Burst here to get a permanent modifier boost for later. It does dark damage to the whole team, but we're all immune anyway. Go ahead and refill him. Let's go ahead and put Hawkeye on Nethicite as well. We'll put Rain on Nethicite, which is technically not important. Nethicite right now, because right now we're all in the form wearing resistance. So, but it's just like, you know, habit. All right, so there's a bunch of ailments, and we were not immune to them, which is fine. Let's go ahead and Panacea all the way with the Riku's Pouch. Now we're going to start shifting Zidane and start stacking him up as well. So before we do that, let's do a fill rate buff with Eccentric. Alright, and then start stacking you up. We need Water Resist, so we're going to Water Resist with Vivi. We're going to use the LB on Cleostar. This is just for crystal drops, the only reason. I want to get Zidane some crystals. And he got literally not a single one. Are you kidding me? Wow. And we're going to Nethicite with Hawkeye in case the boss decides to do water. Did he really get no crystals? That was such bad luck. Alright, let's put you back on Dark Resist. Vivi, we're going to start filling LB gauge to get Zidane good to go again soon, hopefully. We are poisoned, so we're going to Panacea that away. Zidane will hit the boss 3 times to try to get some crystal drops. We got to get his LB filled a second time during this rotation. And he is just like turning off the crystal drops. Oh, we got a few. We do need to buff immunity to Paralyze again. And then Nethicite again. It's going to be tight. It's going to be tight. There's a water attack. We Nethicited it. It's not a problem. Because Zidane is not using resistance like I mentioned already. No one is poisoned, which is nice. So we can Rallying Cry with Steiner, that means. We should be fine. We should be fine. We're going to get it. So let's just single cast this. Alright. We'll Nethicite. And we'll Nethicite. Okay, so here is the tricky part. Turn 7 is where the boss is going to do one of two attacks that cannot be Nethicited. A water or a dark attack. Normally, we're all immune to both, but because Zidane is currently in his shift form, powering up, he is not immune to water. It's a 50-50 chance. If he does water, game over, retreat, try again. If he does dark, we're good. Fingers crossed. He did dark. We're good. We're good. He has done water like 3 times in a row, so we finally get to make another real attempt. That's the only turn where it's a big RNG check. The rest of the fight, we're fine either way. And we got Zidane's LB a second time, so that's great. So let's go ahead and do that. So Zidane is now max stack. Turn 8. We don't. How's our water resist looking? Our water resist is 1 more turn, so we're gonna go ahead and use VV to just fill LB gauge. We've got to get Zidane filled back up again. We are ailmented with poison, so we're going to Panacea that away. Steiner will buff our paralyzed immunity so we don't get paralyzed, because the boss does an accuracy attack that's and if Steiner gets paralyzed, if we don't buff immunity, it'd be like, you know, bad news bears. So we're gonna do this, and we're gonna Nethicite to prevent Zidane from taking water damage if the boss does a regular water attack, Waterga, which he didn't. Okay. Now Zidane's back in the base form. We're not gonna sing with him yet. We're gonna just wait until turn 10 so the turns with the boss line up better. So turn 9, we need to water resist with VV. Refresh that. And then dark resist with you. Steiner, let's see. We are ailments, so we're gonna Panacea that away with rain. Steiner, we'll just keep doing paralyzed immunity, and we'll just keep doing Nethicite. Just to do it. We're currently all immune to water again, so even if we didn't Nethicite, it wouldn't really matter, but, you know, it doesn't hurt. So turn 10, we're going to start singing with Zidane. Now we're going to start his power-up cycle for his song to get ready to kill. We're going to kill on turn 15. It's a 6-turn song. Well, it's a 5-turn song, and then you kill on turn 6, on the 6th turn. We got ailments, so fix that with you. We're going to go ahead and use VV to fill Zidane back up so he's ready to go when it's time. Let's see, and we can just reload all 3 of these, yeah. On this turn, he does either that Nethicite ignoring attack. It was water, but Zidane's back in the base form, so he has resistance gear on. Alright, turn 11 is when we're going to limit with Hawkeye to put in the base form to put up Dagger in peril. We're going to use Steiner to put up Paralyzed Immunity on this turn. Looks like no one... Yeah, no one is, that's good. And we're fine. We're actually not going to do that with VV. Let me change my list real quick. Okay, yeah, so VV is going to now fill up Hawkeye to get him ready to go again. So let's, yeah, like I said, I'm still working out the strategy. I'm still making adjustments on the fly. We're turn 11. So turn 11 is limit, paralyze, resist, singing. Everyone else is free. So we'll just we don't need Panacea. We're gonna do Nethicite, and we're gonna do Dark Resist. Okay. Alright, next is turn 12. Turn 12 is a little bit of a special turn. We're gonna shift Hawkeye, and we're gonna defense. We're gonna defense break. We're going to regular break, and we're gonna just steal. Hope this doesn't deal much damage. It shouldn't. Yeah, we're fine. We're fine. Alright, we need a Panacea with Steiner if anyone is poisoned. No one's actually poisoned, so we actually don't even need to do that. VV on turn 12, we need to refresh Water Resist. We need to refresh Dark Resist with Cleostar, so it's up for the rest of the fight. We have to Nethicite with Rain because currently Hawkeye is in shift form and he's not immune to water. And Steiner doesn't need anything. He can just rally and cry. And then Nethicite with Rain. Alright, so the boss... Yep, we're good. Alright, turn 13, we're going to shift Rain and put up the Ifrit field. We're going to Human Killer buff with Cleostar. We're going to go back to the base form with Hawkeye, and we're going to Nethicite. We're going to Panacea with Steiner to cure all those poisons so we don't take any score loss. We're going to use Vivi to fill up LB gauge for Hawkeye. We don't really need that. We don't really need that. I don't know if these stacks carry over, but we're going to focus 3 times with Vivi. Actually, we can do it this way. We can Fire Imbue, cooldown, and start casting Focus now. Yeah, because we're gonna regenerate the what we need. Yeah, this works out well. And then Nethicite. Okay, turn 14. Let's see. We limit with Steiner on this turn, but not yet. We already Fire Imbued. We need to Imperil. That was given by VV. We need to Panacea. We don't need Panacea. We don't need Panacea. No one needs it. We got a Nethicite. Okay, we got a Nethicite with you. We're gonna Nethicite with you as well, because no one needs Panacea. So, we're not wearing Nethicite in the shift form. That's fine. It's not a problem. VV will just continue to focus 3 times. Yeah, okay, everybody's good to go. So we're gonna focus 3 times with VV. We're going to Imperil Fire with the skill VV gave. Yeah, that's the one. Nethicite. We're gonna Panacea, but no one needs it. That's fine. It's just, you know, that doesn't hurt. We're gonna limit with Steiner to put up Reflect 4 stack, and we're going to Nethicite. Okay. So we're gonna bounce back a little bit of damage. 1 stack, because the boss does do skills that eat up our Reflect. We only have 3 stacks of Reflect remaining on the party. But now it's go time. So we're going to limit with Zidane. He was blinded, so we need to fix that with Steiner. Steiner is going to Panacea on the kill turn. This is the reason we had to use his LB last turn and waste a stack of Reflect, because we needed to Panacea on the kill turn. VV is going to shift. He's been focusing. So, because we lost a stack of Reflect last turn, you know, there's nothing to be done about that. We can only triple cast here. It's fine. We're going to triple cast Fire. We're going to shift Cleostar and Cap. We're going to shift Hawkeye and chain his LB. We're going to chain his LB with Rain. BB. Yep, we're good. We're good. Okay, so we've got to hope for the best here. So, we're going to target... If I mess this up, I might reset the turn because this is a long fight. Let's hope for the best. Start the chain. Send everyone else. I don't know. Did I do good? Let's find out. 931 million. Blech. This boss is so thick. So crazy. I'm done with it though. I've done this fight too much. All right, who carried that fight? Oh my God, what happened to Zidane. I didn't have enough killers. Vivi, I put so much effort into trying to power up your damage. It didn't even do anything. Hawkeye, you did the big work there. And then Infernal Fire Rain. Okay, so what is my score for doing all that headache in Dark Visions? Oh, that is the worst. That is so low. Oh, how did I rank? Wow, rank 32. It's better than I expected. With that low of a score, rank 32. This boss is where my score is really terrible. I'm sure people with Terra are probably doing great on him. Anyway, I'm going to show you the team, but out of curiosity, assuming if I stayed at rank 32, I would get 10,000. Yeah, but I'm not going to stay there. Anyway, so here's the team. Let me show you what just happened. So here's the team, Fire Party slot. Infernal Fire Rain is on Carbuncle so that we could dual cast Reflect and Ice to make the boss take a little bit less damage. Siren on Vivi so we could do Water Resist. You could also get it from Leviathan, but my Leviathan doesn't have Water Resist learned. Dark Resist from Anima on Cleoma Naxtar. Diablos on Hawkeye. The boss is human and demon, so all the goodness went to Hawkeye. Leftovers on Zidane. Someone had to wear Ifrit to summon the field, so we couldn't use Ashura for the more killers. We had to put someone on Ifrit for the field. So there was the team. So the gear was, you saw what he did every turn. He the whole team in the majority of the forms, we need 175 to water and dark resist. So we're using a 60% water buff and a 70% dark buff, so everyone has a minimum of enough to be immune after a 75% imperil. We're also immune to Paralyze, and then we use Paralyze resist buff from Lakshmi during that, as you saw, to make the boss, after we're imperiled to ailments, so that the boss didn't paralyze anyone and then hit someone with that physical attack. So Rain was using Riku's Pouch to cure poison, so we didn't lose any points for that. Dual cast Nethicite to stop the water damage sometimes. Shift Form is using absolutely garbage gear. I needed Panacea on turn 14 while he was shifted, so he's having to use Panacea. So this is like super jank gear. He also needed enough resistance just in case. So like the gear is just straight up bad on Rain. He did support. He did the field though, which is a big deal. Base form Hawkeye using a ice weapon, got Call of the Wild paintbrush, Nethicite as well, a lot of LB fill, a lot of fill rate. Shift form is the primary DPS. He's wearing all my best. The boss is demon and human. So we've got 250 human, 275 demon, maxed LB damage, double dagger for the imperil, and there we go. He carried the fight. And he is not using any water resist in the shift form. We only shifted him on turns where the boss was not using the special attack. And for the regular water attack, we Nethicited it, so we never had to worry about resistance. Cleoma Naxtar were our evasion provoker with their naturally stop immune. The boss does single target stop. They're immune naturally, which is fine. High water and dark resist, full evasion, passive provoke. And because that took like all my gear slots, I couldn't really give them any utility. So like you saw, all they did was cast dark resist every single turn, and they just stood around. They did human killer on the turn before the kill, and they did the fire imperil from the skill that Vivi gives the team. And then shift form, they maxed human, 150 demon, chain cap from lightning STMR, maxed LB damage, maxed stats, 5,000 attack basically, and they capped. There you go. Zidane, base form, just LB fill, his STMR, a lot of resistance. Shift form, same thing as Hawkeye, he skipped water resist, and we only stayed in the shift. On turn 7, there was that 50-50 chance, and it took me a bunch of tries to get a try lined up where it didn't do the water attack on that turn. He did the dark attack instead, which is fine. He's using leftover gear, so his killers are absolutely terrible. He's even using like mage materials like Diablo Sol stuff, because gearing resistance is freaking hard. 5,000 attack, 180 human, 50 demon. He's not even using double dagger. That's why his damage looked really, really low on the kill turn. But he did sing the STMR song, which is the biggest thing here. Steiner, Rallying Cry, Riku's Pouch for Panacea. He's on Lakshmi to buff up immunity to Paralyze. He's got enough resistance, etc. And then he did the lots of Panaceas, and he did the 4-stack Reflect. 1 stack was consumed by the boss, but the last stack was applied to the party. The 3 stacks. And then VV, he imbued with Ice, he imbued with, for the setup. Did I actually do that? I think I might have dropped that idea. I didn't need it. He was doing that in earlier attempts. But he imbued with Fire for the kill round. He amplified Fire by 30%. He's got the resistances needed. He never shifted into the kill turns. We didn't need to gear the shift form. A little bit of LB fill, status immunity. And then the shift form is using, whatever gear. 5,200 magic, 280 human killer, 0 demon killer. And yeah, we didn't shift into the kill turns. We didn't need any resistances. So there it is. There's my Chaotic Darkness. That was really long, but hopefully it's been informative if the rest of you go for it. I am currently rank 32. It will be dropping quite a bit, but there it is. See you next time.